Hey, corn dogs. I'm finally back. Yes, I know. I've been gone for a while. I've had a lot of stuff happening in life, so we finally got most of that cleared away and everything else. So we're going to be back to trying to make a few videos. Today's video is going to be basically just a list of things that you might not know that will um, speed up your daily progression and make things just generally easier for you. The very first thing I would like to touch on is the actual teams. Yeah, you can make teams and save them in here. I would highly recommend that you come in here and you you set these teams up accordingly so that you can get to them really fast. Try to set them up with the actual team themes in mind, uh, and this just makes them a lot easier to find and get to whenever you actually go into a battle. You can attack something, and instead of going through and choosing things, you can just hit the team button and select the team that you want, that you've already created. And this just, it speeds everything up and it makes everything really easy. And one of the things that you want to do is you want to have a very high AoE damage team as your number one team. What that will do is whenever you come into your uh, different events and everything else that allow you to bring any tune, you can come in, you can just grab that first team, and it just makes everything a lot easier. It speeds everything up, and you just run through it. And using the AoE, you can destroy everything pretty easily at the beginning, and it just speeds up your progression. It cuts down on the time it takes for you to do all of your dailies and stuff. And especially at the beginning of events, you can just grab that team, and it works really good on the bring any tune stuff. It's something that I would highly recommend that you do, and just go through here and put all of the teams that you use a lot or that you have completed in here. You want to make sure that the teams that you use the most are in here at least. These includes teams that you use in war and other things. Just keep them up to date so that you, as new tunes are introduced, because uh, one of the best. I don't know what to say. I guess the best example would be the hero team. Not hero. What is it? Super or something. Super Tune. Yeah. This has this actually has several that you can choose from. You want to make sure that you set the team up appropriately, and you can actually use two different slots, so that if you have a team set up that you want to use some of the time and you have an alternate that you want to use in certain circumstances, you want to set both of those up, because you can use tunes multiple times in these teams, and you want to make sure that you set those up so that they're easy to grab. And you want to make sure that your first team is your AoE event clearing team, which is what I had up here before. I normally stick Toro on the end, and the Bunny O'Hare or whatever it is that buffs everything ridiculously, and then I just use the Flea and Sam Warrior to hit, and they clear everything pretty fast. So make sure that you have your teams in here set up appropriately so that you can grab them easily and quickly whenever you go to battle. And that's the first tip. The second tip is make sure that you do all of your dailies. Obviously, uh, it's a no-brainer, but there's a lot of people that don't think that there's a lot of value in these, but these do add up over time. So make sure that you're knocking out your dailies, and also make sure that you're doing your star crates. You want to make sure that you attack enough crates that you're completing these, because it does actually give you a pretty decent amount of materials and everything on a daily basis that it just adds up quickly. The next one is you want to complete as far as you can in this Marvin's campaign. There are actually some legendary tunes in here now. Some people might not know. You can actually farm Taz tokens in here now, and these have all changed. So there are all new tunes in here as of like 3 months ago. So there are tunes in here that are farmable now that were not farmable before. I would highly recommend Witch Doctor Hazel if you don't have her. She's pretty good at silencing everybody quickly on the first turn, which help you a lot versus the dodge teams. And just the first time rewards on these are ridiculous, and you need to familiarize yourself with the new tunes that are in here, because some of these tunes are really, really good. Well, there ain't a whole lot in WB, but farm? Was it farm? I think it was farm. Yeah, Henry is now farmable. Just make sure you go through and familiarize yourself with these and clear as far as you absolutely can, because the first time rewards are ridiculous. Wow, I didn't finish winter. Or I did, but I didn't get enough stars. Okay, never mind. So make sure that you complete the campaign as far as you can, get all of the first time rewards that you can, and familiarize yourself with the new tunes that you can farm. There are some legendaries in here that you can farm that a lot of people just don't know about, and they haven't gone through and checked it any, because they just come through the first thing to get their 50 energy for their daily, so they haven't realized just how good that some of the tunes are that you can get in here. Marvin, or the gadget campaign, obviously you want to get as far as you can. This is not an easy campaign. You can see that I don't even have the last one. I've beaten it, so I got the first time rewards, but I haven't been able to farm it because it's just a tough team to deal with. Actually, can we? I wonder if warriors can deal with this now. Let's see. Because the warriors team is the #1 team in the game right now. The damage output is just absolutely stupid ridiculous. But dealing with level 99 tunes, there actually isn't no telling if you actually get a turn. Some of these level 99 tunes are just ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I thought. They just got so many hit points now. It's ridiculous, and for some reason the flea just doesn't want to go. But at least it's a little further than I got last time. But make sure that you complete these as much as you can. Obviously, you need the gadgets. The gadgets are the be-all, end-all. I mean, once you get to the end point of the game, or you start dealing with paid players, the gadgets are everything. It's the difference between winning and losing. So you obviously want to be able to farm these legendary gadgets as much as you can. So you need to come down here and complete this as much as you can. And you're not going to be able to complete. If I can't complete this, as you can see, if I can't complete this because these ridiculous levels that they have, they're just so fast. Some of them go like 3 or 4 times before you do. So it's hard, but you just do the best you can. You can actually, let's try another team. Let's try this new new superheroes. Where are they at? With that damage immunity thing, we might actually be able to clear this. I don't know. Let's see. The Chungus is ridiculous with his actual offensive output, which is what this super tune problem was. I mean, they just could not deal enough damage to actually do anything to anybody. So oh wow. Yeah. So as you can see, it gets a little ridiculous because they're so fast. They can go their speed is so high, and then for some reason they're getting 6 and 7 different speed ups. So it's just ridiculous. But do the best you can and try and clear as much as it is possible, because you're going to need these gadgets. You're going to have them. So make sure that you complete as far in there as you can. I don't actually do arena. Uh, I just go in, I put my team in, and then I just let it finish. I don't even bother to fight it anymore. Uh, Inside your dailies and stuff, don't forget that even if once you get your secret stuff, the the free crate is actually all the way at the other end for some reason. Don't forget that free crate. It resets every couple of hours, so you'll want to make sure that you get that. And I save everything. I hoard everything for the wheels. I only spin wheels when I get the free stuff, the free spins. There are some wheels where the free spin you can actually get on the middle one. I just spin it there. There's no reason to wait for the max if you can get the free spin in the middle. But come in here and get the free spins if you can. Try and hold on to it. That extra spin is a big deal, and not all of these resources are actually easy to come by. So make sure that you wait and come on. Make sure that you wait to get your free spins. Do not spend them one at a time. Wait for save them up. Get your free spin. The next thing that you need to understand is the Cosmic Star purchasing. There is a huge power bump from CS6 to CS7. It's a lot, and you don't ever want to see anything lower than sevens. You want to save. You spend your basics to get you spend all of your basics to get the middle one, and you spend the middle one so that you can get the novas, and you want to save your novas until you can buy 7 stars. And when you buy a 7 star, you might have to wait a week before you get one in here that you need, and wait for them to get the ones that you need on the teams that you are most proud of or are the most powerful for you. You want to get your 7 stars on the tunes that you need them. Right now, Warriors is the #1 team. The Toon Squad team is in a very close race with Aristocrats and Fiends as what I would consider the tier right below Warriors. Those 3 teams are ridiculous, and we'll be covering all of the teams shortly. But do not spend anything buying less than a 7-star. There's just no reason to do it. It's a waste of materials. Only buy 7-star CSs for tunes that you need, and you don't. There's an open debate on whether or not just spinning and spinning and spinning and just getting the random ones is actually going to be better in the long run. I think that you'll find that especially if you're a free-to-play player, or you do not spend that much money at all, you want the cosmic stars on the tunes that you use, and you'll be better off if you just save up and buy the 7-star on the tune that you need. Yes, I realize that you have to have at least a 6-star on that tune before you can buy the 7. But you can get, as you spend your basic cosmic stones, and as you spend the silver cosmic stones, you're going to get 6 stars on almost everybody. I have my CS. Okay, my where's this at? Cosmic stars. Let's turn this off. I pretty much have 6 stars on pretty much every usable tune. I mean, they're not hard to come by. You will get tons of 6 stars just saving up to buy the 7 stars. So do not, be patient. Don't overspend for stuff that you can get later on more cheaply. And I think the targeted spending is going to suit you a lot better in the long run than just buying whatever's available because you actually have enough points or materials for it at that moment. Always wait. Always buy the 7-star. Only buy the 7 stars. spend everything to get to them, to get the match to buy the 7 stars. And everybody wants to go, well, it takes me months and months and months to save up to get enough materials to buy a 7-star CS. It does not if you participate in the towers. If you participate in the towers, you especially if you can clear the danger and most of the cosmic and sea. Don't be afraid to spend some gems to get more energy to get through some of these towers. You don't. To be honest with you, I only get about halfway through the Doom Tower before I just decide to stop. I mean, it's just not worth it. I normally never make it past 5, 6, or 7. But sometimes I will, depending on whether or not I feel like dealing with this Doom Potion stuff. But getting up to 4 or 5, and then clearing the Danger Tower, and then doing some of the Sea or the Cosmic Tower as you have energy for, you'll actually find that you can get a lot of the Cosmic Stone materials, which will allow you to build up pretty quickly to get that 7-star CS. And remember, only buy the 7-star. Don't buy the 6, don't buy the 5, don't buy the 4. That's just a waste of mats. I hope that's perfectly clear. There's some things that people need to understand. There's some changes that are going to be coming. Apparently Apex Predators, the founding members or the people that actually run it and kept it moving, they're going to be dropping down to either casuals or leaving. So there may be some Apex Predators that are roaming around. There is a rumor that they'll just drop down to casual. They just won't be the paid to win, we're always number 1 anymore. It all depends. There are some Apex people that might be coming over to us. We don't know yet. It all depends on how things shake out and what exactly happens with Apex. But the bigger change that seems to be coming is later on this year in November or something like that, they might trim the alliance numbers. Instead of having a max of 50 players, you're only allowed to have 25. So if you have anything to say, any input on that, you're more than welcome to type it in chat. It seems like a pretty crappy deal, but Scopely, they may not do it. I don't know, but it seems like it's been leaked that is actually going to happen in the next few months. So you might want to prepare yourselves. And I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. It's just a couple of things that I think that I get a lot of questions on. Hopefully this will answer a lot of it. Hopefully it will point out some things that maybe you didn't know, or you didn't know were important. Actually, there is one more thing that I wanted to show you guys real quick before we go. If you go into a battle, and this is actually really, really important, do not auto battle unless you are just doing your dailies or you're doing the event or whatever and you want to auto battle. That's fine. When you're in war, do not auto battle. You will lose every time. I mean, it's ridiculous just how much more overpowered you have to be than the team that you're fighting in order to win with auto battle. So do not auto battle in war. Number 2, once you fight enough in this game with tunes that are maxed out, you can pretty much know exactly which way the battle is going to go. And every now and then totems may change that a little bit. But if something happens in a battle that you don't understand, slow the battle down. You'd be surprised at just how much information you can get from watching the battle take place at a slower speed so that you can actually understand what's going on. So slow the battle down if you have any problems so that you can see what is happening that you're not prepared for. And the last thing that I'll mention before I go, the turn meters are actually down here, and this will tell you which tunes are going to go and in which order. unless, you know, speed downs are applied or whatever else. But use this. You no longer have to guess. Everybody has turn meters and everything, but you can see right now we got 5 tunes that have full turn meters, so you never know who was going to go first. They actually put this in the game now, so that you can see the turn in which everybody is going to go. And if you click and hold on a tune, you can actually get a list of their gadgets too, to see, you know, why somebody's got taunt that doesn't ever have taunt, or, you know, why somebody all of a sudden that you stunned didn't stay stunned, or, you know, it's another information that you can gather from a team, especially stuff in like war. It's one of the things that King Bugs is really good at. He sees all of these gadgets and everything, so he can tell which teams are going to be easier to beat, which is why we use his brain a lot when it comes to figuring out a way to take out defenses. But that's how he figures it out. You actually go into the battle, you can click on it, and you can see their gadgets. So remember that. And with that, I'm going to sign out. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in chat.